I was a little disappointed. I mean, I had no intention of buying any floggers while I'm here, but now knowing that it would be a little more challenging, it just kind of puts a damper on my time in Buenos Aires.
Oh, my God.
Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Poter.
And I'm KarenLee Poter.
That's my mother.
And that's my son.
We chat about sex on a weekly basis and all the things you typically don't talk about with a parent.
We like to make the most uncomfortable conversations comfortable.
So strap in,
strap on,
and enjoy the ride. Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Poter.
And I'm KarenLee Poter.
That's my lovely mother. We're chatting about sex on a weekly basis. And let's just dive into it with the question of the week. How about that, mother?
I think that's a great call. We have a question of the week each time for our little sneaky freaks. This one, did I think of this?
You did think of this. I'm wondering how you thought of this.
Because I had some turnoffs.
The question of the week is, what's your number one turnoff when you're in the sack? Mom, what were you turned off by that you decided to make this the question of the week?
I was thinking over the years I've been turned off by so many things, and most of them involved extra excrement.
Extra excrement?
Yes.
There's a normal amount of excrement that should exist, and this is extra?
Well, we know that there's going to be some ejaculation on both the man and the woman's part.
You're talking about heterosexual relationships over your mother.
All right. Anyone's part, there's going to be ejaculations.
Okay. So that's an excrement.
It's an excrement. You don't expect anything more than that, but there's other things that are big turnoffs, like if there's any kind of bad breath or poop or what?
What is your number one turnoff, Moot?
Any kind of excrement that's not part of the semen, saliva. Even saliva gets me.
Have you had an experience where someone shits on you or something?
No. Yeah, no. But I have had experiences where someone just literally drooled into my mouth, like a long spittle of drool from on it. Oh, right on. I didn't even know what to do.
Some people are into that, you know that?
I know. I'm not into any of that stuff, and I don't like bad breath, and I don't like snoring.
Okay, this is supposed to be the number one turnoff. You have a whole list of turnoffs over here.
So the number one turnoff is,
did you just say snoring?
Snoring is a turnoff.
When you're in the sack, somehow the person started snoring when you're fucking?
Right after. Immediately turned over and started snoring. That's a big turnoff.
Big turnoff.
But I guess the worst turnoff for me, since I have a very sensitive nose, is a real bad BO. If someone's got a bad smell to them, I don't like that at all. Well,
okay.
So I can't give you the number one because there's
you just gave me a fucking list of 10 of them.
I was thinking that there might be even more, like bad like smell out of their breath.
So I'm sensing a lot of hygiene things here.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm thinking mine is actually more emotional. If I find that the person is what?
I just figured you'd say something else, like some basic instinct, like if you have a very sensitive smell. I mean, you've told me on a number of accounts. I get in the car and you're like, "Oh, your breath smells."
Listen. You think I like hooking up with someone with a stinky snatch? Absolutely not. But
a stinky snatch?
I'm
a stinky snatch?
Stinky snatch. I'm not a fan. But
where did you come to this? This is lately. This is you're on a road trip and you think you come up with these new terms.
A road trip?
Yes.
You talking about the fact that I'm in Buenos Aires right now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not coming up with new terms in Buenos Aires. No one will know what a stinky snatch is. Okay, here's what I'm trying to say. Even though that is a turnoff, it is not my number one turnoff. The number one turnoff is if someone is mean to me or, somehow, I guess makes me feel very uncomfortable. Maybe laughing at me during sex. You ever had that? Someone laughs at you?
Has that happened to you?
I don't know.
No.
I'm laughing with the person most of the time.
With me or at me?
At.
What would they laugh at me at?
I don't know. You might have done something awkward or weird or, jizzed all over the ceiling or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. No one has ever said that to me at all. But I laugh with people in the sack, so who knows? Maybe they're laughing at me and not with me.
You never know these things. But anyway, my number one turnoff would be if the person is actually mean to me.
Mean to you?
Yeah, mean to me.
Or you feel unsafe.
Emotionally unsafe. Don't like that shit. Yeah. Number one turnoff.
I guess that would be a huge turnoff, or someone who's like literally sleeping.
Yeah.
And not just like going
starfishing.
through the motions.
Yeah.
I also did not like the one time that the guy was like not at all trying to please me and just going right to, wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and then turns on porn and wants to do it again.
Oh wow, that is literally using
happened.
you. He's like using you like a fleshlight, just a
Yes.
hole.
Yeah.
Not a fun experience.
But I still think if somebody accidentally sharted in bed, that would be more of a turnoff than that.
Well, we did have a sneaky freak that happened to. Speaking of the sneaky freaks, let's turn to their responses.
Let's do it.
So, if you're a new listener, please know that our wonderful listeners that are sneaky freaks. Every week, they have the opportunity to answer our text message of the week. We text out a weekly question. If you want to participate in this, please give us a text at 310-356-3920. That's our number.
Our text line.
Hit us up. So once again, the question of the week is, what's your number one turnoff when you're in the sack? Right out the gate, I want to read the elder statesman Tom's response because I think he really captured the essence of this. He says, strong body odor is a turnoff.
I agree.
In my single days, I briefly dated a beautiful woman who actually got turned on by the smell and taste of sweat. We'd been outside on an especially hot and humid July day. No washing, bathing, or even a wet towel. We came inside, no AC, and she came up behind me, jerking my shorts down. She started licking my sweaty balls and entire crotch. And she was on fire. I began to return the favor, but the sweaty pussy and butt smells were overwhelming, and I pulled away. She had to settle for some finger banging and some good old doggy style. I think that's a wonderful solution to this scent issue.
I honestly don't think I can come back from that.
You don't. You think after the stanky pussy and butt smells, you would just be out.
I think I told you about this a couple of weeks ago. I didn't like when I was at a strip club and the male stripper was sweating and he's trying to sit on my lap or rub up next to me, and it was disgusting. It was just all sweat. I'm not into the sweat.
This sweat's a little. I've started to get into my own. Are you into your own sweat?
No, I'm not into my own sweat either. That's why I use native deodorant.
I'm kind of into my own sweat. I think I enjoy my own musk.
Okay. How many times have I gotten in the car when you said I had bad breath?
I don't enjoy your breath, but I enjoy my own odor.
What is that odor of?
I don't know how you describe it. It's kind of like it's a little mustardish smell.
Mustard.
A little mustardish. So Lisa says, besides halitosis, skipping the foreplay and just trying to immediately stick it in. That's her number one turnoff. So she, of course, acknowledges that halitosis
Didn't I just describe a similar
one.
Halitosis, but didn't I describe that same situation where the guy, and I think I talked about this on the podcast, he left the door open in hopes that his brother would walk in and join in on us.
Some fucked up shit.
That's one of the worst experiences I've ever had.
But that was skipping the foreplay and just trying to stick it in?
Yes.
That's a horrible, horrible encounter, Mother.
Yeah, all around. But he didn't have any stanky-ass, musky smells either. I don't know about the musky smell.
The musk. Kaylee says...
I am turned on by good smells.
A little pheromone action?
Yeah, I like that.
Kaylee says, I hate when a guy asks me what I want or asks me what I'm into. Honestly, no questions. Please just act like you know what you're doing. For the love of God, don't make me validate you during sex. I'm already struggling to validate myself. Wait until I ask after or ask during a non-sex time or something. Wow. That's a tough one. I could imagine, well, I've been in situations where she's like, what are you into? And then I respond, usually, oh, I'm kind of into everything.
I'm into everything?
Fucking into everything.
That's so cute.
It's cute?
That's cute.
Well,
I agree with her on 100% on all that.
Okay. You don't like the constant questioning. What do you want to do? What are you into?
I've discussed this too. When this guy kept going, are you okay? Are you okay? Is that okay? Shut the fuck up with the okays. I can't stand it. It's the same person that turned over and started snoring.
My God. You had some fucking stunky guys.
Stinky.
Stunky fucked. Okay.
Drooling. I don't like the drooling. Ugh.
Jackie goes, my turn off during sex is my partner trying to have a conversation or asking questions that require more than a one-word answer. I just want to be in the moment, and the talking gets my head completely out of the game. Trying to have a conversation like during a massage. You don't want to be having a conversation during massage, during sex. You want to be experiencing what the body sensation, the sensations.
I have to say that something happened recently that I'm not really happy about.
What the fuck?
I noticed that I was in bed with Dee's.
Oh, God.
And all of a sudden I was looking for some stuff, to set up the room or whatever, and I see he's texting somebody. What the fuck does he need to be texting somebody when we're about to make out?
The fuck is he texting? Who was he texting?
I don't even know. I was just like, what the fuck was that? The hell?
You need a fucking eye on the ball.
Yeah.
Eye on the prize.
Add that to the list. No texting during sex. It's a turnoff.
Turn off. Trish says, easy. The selfish man. He comes and is done. He doesn't even care if she gets an orgasm or not. That is a number one turn. That is a huge turnoff.
See, apparently I thought I was so unique with my answers, but I've gone through the whole laundry list of turnoffs.
Christian says, when foreplay is starting and she goes down on me but keeps her eyes on the TV, I instantly get soft and then it is somehow my fault. This guy's getting a fucking beach.
Phone.
This guy's getting a beach and she's fucking looking at the TV still. Are you kidding me? I probably wouldn't go soft because my penis is, you guys know, it's very, very, it's fucking sensitive as fuck. But I would be emotional. My emotional boner would go down.
Emotional boner? What the hell is an emotional boner?
You know the emotion, the soul boner. Oh yeah.
Soul? Are you making these things up? I never heard of this before.
This is an interesting one from Andrew. When I'm in the process of doggy style, it's a turnoff for her to slowly lean to the side. It's doable but frustrating. Okay, I'm having trouble picturing what the fuck this
visualize.
is. She's leaning slowly to the side?
Why?
I don't fucking know what that is.
I have to visualize doggy style first of all. Okay, and what do you mean she's leaning? What is she leaning? What is she looking at on the side?
Like a fucking leaning tower pizza situation.
What the fuck? Why is she leaning towards the side though?
No idea. No fucking clue. I don't know.
Maybe she wants to see what he's doing or something.
I have no clue what that is, but it's a turnoff to this guy, Andrew.
Andrew, I understand.
Brian says, poor hygiene. I was once with a young lady for several weeks dating and building up the sexual tension, but didn't actually get naked together. Finally, one evening, we planned on actually getting naked and having actual sex. And when I removed her pants and underwear, the room filled with a horrible smell. Needless to say, I was not enthused about proceeding, but pushed through, doing the absolute minimum with the only thought in my head was to get out, and I did. Wow. That is not a fun surprise.
I want to say our sneaky freaks are such excellent storytellers.
Yeah.
I had the whole visual there, and I don't know. How do you keep going when it's just, ugh, God.
The whole room filled with the smell? That's not good.
I mean, I'm at a point now where I almost feel like, prostitutes do this. I've read about this. They ask the guy to go take a shower, soap themselves, or take a shower with them. And then they don't have to worry about the smell that they have to encounter. Because I would imagine prostitutes or sex workers have encountered some stinky-ass smells.
Stanky smells. I love doing a little shower beforehand. You know me. I think one of the last encounters I had to ask the girl.
You're a water boy.
I had to ask the girl, please stop what you're doing. I need to go take a shower before we could proceed. That actually was inconvenient timing, but I get the sentiment.
Wait. When did you do this? I never heard this story that you just
I shared this on the podcast at some point. Yeah. It was not a good moment. Luckily, she was not mean and she was understanding. Sierra says, spitting. I've been with a couple guys who weren't into foreplay,
yes.
but one guy noticed I wasn't fully turned on and decided to spit on me. It wasn't just using saliva.
I know.
No, he sat up above me and let a large stream drip from his mouth down to between my legs. While I was trying to understand what I just saw, he made a throat sound and spit on me again. That was a total no.
I 100% agree with her. That is my number one. That's my number one. That guy that had the long thing of drool coming right from his mouth into my mouth. I almost threw up.
How viscous is this drool that it's going all the way down from the mouth, all the way down to the large stream drip from his mouth between the legs? This is a long, viscous. It's like he's sucking on lollipops or something beforehand.
Viscous. What is viscous?
And then he makes us a throat sound and spits on her again when she tries to clarify. This is a bad situation.
I'm telling you, I know the answer. I know the reason. I shouldn't say the answer. I know the reason. The reason is because, seriously, porn. I've seen this in porn. I've seen it in porn. And then women are like, and they like to spit instead of use lube down below. No, spit is not as good as lube. I don't care who you are. And I got a story. Stay tuned, folks.
This is why we need some fucking Uber lube.
I got an Uber lube story coming up. Coming your way.
Coming your way. Coming up hot.
Coming up hot, yeah.
Drew says, biggest turnoff is not being into it. Vanilla is boring. Haha. Not being into it. I guess he's just saying he likes a little freaky shit, you know?
Also, it's like, yeah, I mean, if the person is just going through the motions and not, like, coming up with fun things to do, I don't know.
Yeah. Joe says a dirty ass.
That's right to the point. I mean, Joe, 100% agree with Joe.
Kid, listen to Cassie. She says, bad smells. Last week, my husband and I were going for a quickie, and his breath was so bad, I kept imagining every little kiss on my skin leaving a stinky smell. So I stopped him gently and said, do you have any mints at your desk? He laughed and said, no, do I need one? And I said, yes, while laughing. And he said, no time, we just won't kiss, and picked up where we left off. I love that he knows me and didn't take it personally or let it ruin the mood. Is that so sweet?
Cassie is one of the sweetest people I know.
You know that she's said that in the kindest way someone could tell you that your breath smells like ass.
Yeah. I'm not as kind. I would
you would say, excuse me, your breath, do something about it.
I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. Well, you should talk. It came from my father. My father had such a sensitive nose, your papa, that he literally wouldn't allow my mother to wear perfume because it was so pungent to him. He didn't like the smell. And a lot of people have, that olfactory. Is it olfactory?
A lot of olfactory. Listen to these next few ones because I'll just rattle them off because there's a lot of them. Okay. Jacqueline says bad breath, bad body odor, and total silence. Total silence is an interesting one.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind total silence, actually.
It's probably one of the only times that I could say that Dee's is somewhat silent.
Wow. Cheryl says the number one turn off, hands down, is bad smells. Actually, any smell that's not clean, fresh from the shower. No one needs swass, I think a sweaty ass smell wafting up during the horizontal tango. And don't forget bad breath. Please brush your teeth.
And some people, I mean, I was just listening to a podcast this morning. Not a podcast. It was a TikTok live. And they were talking, it was a wife talking about her husband who's had dental issues, I guess. So she doesn't want to kiss him because he's got some like decaying teeth and root canals and all this other. And I don't think I can handle it. And then I started thinking, I know that Dee is going in for a root canal. I wonder what that means.
Oh, you think he's just going to start getting some bad breath now?
No, I'm saying maybe he already has some decaying teeth that I don't want to be part of.
Oh.
I'm going to have to wait and see what happens in the weeks to come.
Oh, God. Joseph says number one turnoff is young women who think they're hot so they don't have to do anything but starfish. You know what starfish is, Mom?
So when you just lay there.
Yeah,
We know,
I tried to
but-
explain to this concept to someone in Spanish recently.
Why?
I was trying to explain that that's not a fun thing to experience.
So far, I've noticed that it's either a physical smell or taste or spit or
Correct.
or whatever, or
Yeah.
it's not being into sex and being only into what pleases you. There seems to be
That's right.
two, but no one said what you said, which is feeling,
no one did say
picked on,
being a
or
meanie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one
it's
more,
okay.
one last one to finish us off. All right.
Wait, no, because I'm looking down and Pat is saying hygiene, wash that snatch! Exclamation mark and
Another
bold.
stinky snatch situation. Jules says, my fiance and I take a shower right before bed every single night. My turnoff is when someone tries to sleep with you knowing they haven't showered in a while. I live in Florida, okay? It's a requirement. Thank you, Jules. Okay, everyone agrees. You got to shower. Gary says, I have to say, when the other person farts when you're eating them out. That's horrifying. That is not a fun experience. It's fucking not fun.
Save the best for last. I'm telling you, that is the only time that I will squeeze those muscles together so that they cannot.
It's the only time that you hold into farts?
And it's the only time I can think of. Maybe, yeah. Even I was once in a funeral, and I don't think I held it. And I think I had a laughing attack with my sister.
Oh my God! You farted during the funeral?
Farting in the funeral. That concludes our question of the week from our sneaky freaks.
Thank you very much to everyone who contributed to that number one turnoff. You know, it's very interesting to hear all your perspectives. I learn a lot from you, so thank you. Feel free to join us. Our number is in the episode's description. It's the first line of all these episodes. Just give us a little text there, and we'll send you one text a week. It's very easy. It's a wonderful way to connect.
And that number again is
310-356-3920. You know, there are very few places people can learn how to have good sex. You know, people think porn is the answer and they're going to learn how to have sex that way. No, we need good resources to help us understand how to improve our intimate life. And that is why we are proud to say we are sponsored by Coral, an easy-to-use, science-based app that will improve your intimate life.
Coral will help you because they'll tell you what you should do and what you shouldn't do. They also have 3 amazing features. Connect, which is a secure, encrypted chat space for couples where Coral helps guide the conversation with prompts to build heat, connection, and communication skills. They even have exercises. These are Coral secret sauces. Coral's guided audio exercises help you explore your own and your partner's body in brand new ways, no matter how long you've been together. That's going to spice it up a lot. They also have discussion forums. You can ask one of Coral's experts and science advisors anything, anytime, and connect with a supportive, like-minded community.
That means if you are looking for a specific answer related to a sexual issue that you're facing, you can connect with their supportive, like-minded community and someone might give you the right response. Visit mycoral.co/mom to download Coral and begin creating deeper intimacy with yourself and or your partner today. The link is in the episode's description. That's mycoral.co/mom, mycoral.co/mom, and start using Coral today. mycoral.co/mom. The link is in our episode's description. Mother, I finally matched with someone on Tinder who I thought I connected with. We're talking back and forth. I'm thinking, okay, this is going well. I'm going to ask her out. She says, okay, let's go out tomorrow. I say, okay, great. Next day rolls around. I say, hey, you ready for tonight? She says, can't. Can't?
Can't?
Just can't. Fuck that shit. This is why we need an app called First Rounds on Me, our sponsor. I love this app. It's a brand new dating app for people who want to cut out the small talk and actually meet for a date in person.
I think this is an awesome idea. This is great.
This is how it works. You swipe through people's profiles, and if you see someone you're interested in, you send them a date invite directly. All you do is you choose a drink, a location, and a time, and then you hit send. The other person will receive the date invite in their inbox, And they can either accept the date, reject it, or suggest a new drink, a new location, or a new time.
Can I tell you that there's a twist to it?
What's that?
You can only chat on the app for 6 hours before your date is scheduled to start. First Rounds on Me wants you to get out there, meet face-to-face, and make a new real connection with a person.
If you're tired of small talk, pen pals, and playing games, First Rounds on Me is for you. First Rounds on Me is available for Android and iOS users. Just head over to FROMEdating.com/mom. That's FROMEdating.com/mom, and download the app, make a profile, and get yourself a date. You can also find a link in the episode's description. All right, Mother, let's start with you. What's going on in your life? How has it been?
It's been just fine. I'm in the wedding mode. Your sister's getting married, so we're planning some stuff.
This shit's many months away.
Yeah, this is a big nodal event. You don't just walk in and say, let's get married. It's a whole ordeal.
It's an endeavor.
But I wanted to bring up something that happened regarding Uber Lube.
Our favorite fucking lube.
I mentioned it earlier, and I'm going to tell you this is a strange thing that has happened to me. It's never happened before, but I've never, well, I'm just going to launch right into it. I had a handyman over at my place the other day, and he brought me a present because he didn't have the right parts, and we had to come back and forth. So he brought me a puzzle that someone had given him, and I thought that's so sweet of him. Now I felt obligated to give him a present back. But
hold on. The fuck? He's bringing you a present because he didn't have parts? He brought you a puzzle?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
What kind of puzzle is this?
It was the Who, the rock group, the Who. Who you as you know, and most of the sneaky freaks know that I kissed Roger Daltrey.
Did you share that? Did you tell that to the fucking plumber, or who is this guy?
I did tell him. I said, "It's funny that you brought me the Who. Did I mention that I liked the Who at any point?" He goes, "No, it's just that somebody had he kind of re-gifted. Someone had given it to him, and he decided to bring it for some reason. He thought I would like it.
Oh my fucking god!
It was completely innocent.
Okay.
Anyway." So he finishes the work, and I said, listen, can you do me a favor? The keyhole on my front door is difficult for me to open with my key. Can you put a little WD-40 in there and make it, slippery so it'll be easier to use? He said, sure, but I don't have any WD-40. I go, well, I got a solution. Uber Lube.
No fucking way. Uber Lube to save the day.
To save the day. Yes. Uber Lube is our favorite lube, as you know, and we're not even doing an ad. I'm just saying it's our favorite lube, and I happen to have extra bottles of it lying around. So I gave him the Uber Lube. He put it in the key is going in and out perfectly fine. Everything is great. And I said, listen, do you have any of this Uber Lube at home or anything? And he goes, no. And I go, well, would you like to keep the bottle? And he goes, oh, I love it. Thank you. I go, it's used for more than just keyholes. He goes, yeah, I usually use coconut oil or something like that.
Oh my god.
I go, well, enjoy it. Let me know how you like it.
What's going on here? What's going on? Why do you need to know how he likes using the lube?
I thought that's something that, he'd like to I always want to find out if people are, satisfied and I'm helping them out with their sex lives.
Oh my god.
Well, anyway, so he texts me the night before saying, thank you for the lube, and how's the key working? And I said, everything is great, thank you very much. And then the next morning, he calls me, and I'm like, why is he calling me? The next day, we're done. And he says, I think I got myself in a little bit of a jam. I go, what? He goes, well, I should have said something to my girlfriend about the lube, because she saw it, and now she thinks I'm cheating on her. I go, oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that, but why would she think that? He goes, I should have probably just said that, it was given from a client. I said, oh, yeah, is there anything I can do to make it, make you feel better? And he goes, yeah, can you talk to her? She's in this car with me right now. Can you put her on speakerphone? I go, okay, put her on speakerphone. And I said, hey, I just want you to know that, this guy is a stand-up guy you got there. He's such a sweetheart, and we weren't doing anything that It was not, completely appropriate. And she's like, hello.
She's cold.
Like, she's cold as fish.
She's not giving you any benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Oof.
She literally yeah. And I'm like, you do. I was just, there's no way that he was doing anything wrong. I was watching football with my boyfriend. We were fighting about it, actually. And I was glad to get out of the room with him. But there was nothing going on with me and your boyfriend. And he's a great guy. And I hope you understand.
How old is this guy?
He had to be in his late 20s.
What the fuck?
I know.
You're double his age.
It's not even the age thing. It's like, why
come on. What the fuck?
Anyway, so then I go, just so you know, we're sponsored by their company. That's why I have extra bottles lying around the house.
You start pitching the podcast to her?
I didn't start pitching no.
You didn't drop sex talk with my mom?
I did not bring it up. I thought, you know what? I'm already in quite a pickle here.
Oh, my fucking God.
Anyway, that was the end of that story. She seemed to have forgiven him. I will let the sneaky freaks know if there's any further developments in that story.
How further could it get?
They were only dating for like 4 months, and I'm thinking if she's already getting worried about him cheating after only being together 4 months.
It's not a good sign.
They got some issues going on over there.
They got some issues. They got some. Yep.
So anyway, as promised, I delivered.
I'm glad that you delivered.
Story.
I also I had an interesting encounter. I'm not drinking the tap water in Buenos Aires, Argentina. So I have to buy bottled water. Okay. And I went to the corner store on my street at night. And I got a big bottle of water, and he charged me 300 pesos. I said, okay. Give him the 300 pesos. It's about $1.50 or something. And the next day, I go in again during the day this time to get a bottle of water. Okay? Now it's a different guy. It's a young girl. She charges me 260 pesos. And I go, what the fuck's going on? I go, does it get more expensive at night? She goes, no. She goes, why you ask? I said, because I came here last night. It was 300. And she goes, oh, that guy shouldn't have done that. I'm like, oh God, the fuck's about to happen? So I went in today, and the girl's there again, buy the fucking water, and she goes, you won't have an issue again. This is all in Spanish. I go, what do you mean I'm not going to have an issue again? And she goes, we talked to the guy. He's new here. He's not going to be doing that again. I go, what do you mean?
He's new?
I go, is he still working here? And she's like, he's still working here. Well, we showed it. He tried to lie and say that he didn't sell you this bottle of water. But then we showed him the video of it. They're checking the footage with this kid. For
40 cents?
It's 40 peso. It's like not even, it's maybe 10 cents. It's insane. Oh God.
Cam, you cost the guy his job.
I told her at the time, listen, it's not a big deal. I don't care if the fucking 40 peso difference.
Did she give you your money back?
She didn't do that. That would have been the right thing to do.
100% that would have been the right thing to do.
No, instead she yelled at the guy. So now I'm scared to fucking walk past the goddamn corner store.
I would not. I think you go to this next store.
Go to the different store. So I can't go to that corner store now.
I think in big cities this happens, that they tend to take advantage of you. Like, I think this happened when we were in New York with
I understand why
bottles of water there. Sometimes you go walk in there and like it's $2. Next thing you know, the next place is $6. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I understand why he's doing it. I understand he's trying to make a little money.
Is he keeping the 40 cents?
Yes, he's taking a little tip. The fuck do you think he's doing with the 40 cents?
I don't know. Maybe he just thought it was, tax or something.
No, there's no tax. No. I went into another store. I went to a sex shop, an Argentine sex shop.
Why?
I wanted to explore what the fuck that's like. for the podcast.
Do you ever in Los Angeles? Do you go to sex stores?
I've been in sex. Actually, the first store I went into after the pandemic, after 2 years and not walking into stores, was a kink-friendly sex shop.
Really?
Yeah, I just walked in to see. I was actually looking for the bathroom, but
what?
To see what was going on there. Yeah, I was looking for a bathroom.
So you're looking for a bathroom. You have the sex.
The sex store is very clean, very clean.
I was thinking it would
bathroom.
not be a clean bathroom.
It was sparkling. The stock room in Silver Lake. If you're ever looking for a bathroom, very friendly people, a lot of bondage, great bathrooms.
Can you imagine what kind of action was going on in those bathrooms?
No one's fucking in the bathroom. They're fucking against the fucking planks of wood. You know, that's in the main room. They're not going to the bathroom for this.
They probably are. They probably are masturbating.
No, they just do it straight up in the main bathrooms. Room. No, you do it in straight. Oh yeah, of course. Anyway, these people were delightful. I actually noticed. You know, I saw a lot of the sponsors of the show featured in that little sex shop, but I noticed they didn't have a lot of kink and fetish toys.
Is that what you were looking for?
No, I was just looking to make friends. But
you were looking to make friends in a sex shop?
Yeah, why not? And I did make friends. A shout out to Savage Sex Shop in Palermo, Buenos Aires. But they gave me this little penis pop.
How nice of them. Why are you walking around with it in your pocket?
I haven't eaten it yet. It's a little penis lollipop.
Oh, my God.
I'll give this to someone else.
Speaking of things to eat, I forgot to mention, I tried gummies with your brother and his friend.
Wait, hold on. I didn't finish the sex story.
Oh, there's more to that story?
Well, I found out why they don't have the fetish and kink stuff.
Why?
They apparently, first of all, it's a combination of, it's a kind of a Catholic country, not as progressive in terms of kink and fetish.
Yeah,
however,
actually, that's true about cougars too.
What?
They're not cougar friendly. I remember talking to an Argentine guy when we went there, and he said they don't think that's cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe things have changed. I don't know. I asked him where the fuck all the whips and shit is, and he said they charge such high taxes on the sex toys and any sex paraphernalia in Buenos Aires and Argentina in general, that these toys become very pricey. And so if it's not essential, like vibrators or clit stimulators, it's not worth it for them to keep it in stock. How interesting is that?
Wow.
So this is a community deprived of, floggers, deprived of nipple clamps.
Well, wait a second. How do they know that the flogger is not used for flogging a horse or a dog?
They did show me some. They showed me a couple, but not a great selection. Okay, that's my
were you
update.
Disappointed?
I was a little disappointed. I mean, I had no intention of buying any floggers while I'm here, but now knowing that it would be a little more challenging, it just kind of puts a damper on my time in Buenos Aires.
Oh my God.
So, what was the story that you wanted to talk about gummies?
Oh, I was just gonna say that your brother comes over, and I'm all freaked out about doing any gummies because I never know how long they're gonna last. But your brother comes over, he just pops one in his mouth. His friend pops one in, and I'm like, okay, we're watching the football game. I guess I'm gonna pop one in my mouth.
Oh my God,
that was fun. We all got stoned.
Is stoned watching the Bears game?
Yeah, we needed to because it was a brutal game.
How many milligrams was this?
2.
2 is a good number.
For you and I, it's much more effective. I don't think your brother or the other one felt anything from it.
This is the type of microdose that Lumi Gummies provides. That type of quantity. Yeah. It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Perfect. Is it time for Hit On or Shit On?
Or Shit On.
Hit On or Shit On is a segment where we listen to your comments and determine if they are a hit on or a shit on. So what do we got this week, Mother?
I had another proposal.
What?
All right, why don't you read it?
Hello, my friendie. I'm Amani from Algeria. I follow your channel since a long time, and I really interest in you and are very gorgeous. I want a serious relationship. I'm single, 32. Nice to meet you again. Kisses and hugs. Heart face, angel, heart face, ring, diamond.
Was that a proposal with a diamond ring?
I don't know. I think that, he mentioned that you're gorgeous, very gorgeous. And
I like that.
He wants a serious relationship.
Yeah.
So
do you think I should do it?
That might indicate wedding. I would say go for it.
Maybe your sister and I could do a double wedding together.
Double wedding, you and
Amani.
Amani, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, I'd say that's a hit on, mother.
I think that's a hit on.
That's
it a hit on to you?
I don't think so. I don't think I was really brought up in this, and because it was a direct email, I don't find it offensive. When it comes through our joint email box, I get much more offended.
Yeah. All right. So that's all I have for today for hit on or shit on. If you wanted to find more, just go to TikTok and you'll see lots of shit ons there.
That is not all for hit on or shit on, mother. I received a message that I would like to share.
Oh, let's hear that.
Yeah. So I posted a video of myself dancing bachata with someone recently. I met
what is bachata?
Bachata is a very sensual form of Latin dance.
I think I saw you trying to do that.
What do you mean trying? What is that? Trying.
I think I saw you like
dancing.
You were doing good.
Yeah.
You were following her lead.
Dancing, not trying. Dancing.
Yes.
I received a message from Luisa, one of the sneaky freaks, who says, it was in Spanish. She says, "Tiene más sabor una paleta de vidrio." And I says, what does that mean? She says, a glass lollipop has more flavor than you.
Okay. Oh. I'm going with that's a hit on.
That you think that's a hit on?
Yeah, maybe Luisa wanted to teach you.
A glass lollipop has more flavor than you. That's not a hit on, Mom. That is a full-blown, full functional shit on.
All right, it's a shit on. I was trying to make the best lemon out of lemonades, but that, I guess, yeah. Well, you also put a professional dancer with the same person that you were that was teaching you, so that made it maybe it pointed out your flaws.
Yeah, someone else wrote A for effort. The fuck?
That's what I'm saying. You gave it a good effort.
Thank you for that hit on, Luisa. That's still a shit on. Thank you for all your guys' comments. That's hit on or shit on.
Honestly, at least you tried.
Thank you.
I mean, most men won't even try to dance like that. And then that's a huge turn on if you can get that down.
You got to get
all the women who want to dance with you, and dancing is a prelude to sex. Yeah, I say go back to that place and become a glass lollipop.
I'm going to be going Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this week.
Good call.
Mom, what do you got for Mom's News?
Mom's News.
Mom's News is the segment of the show where my mother shares earth-shattering, groundbreaking, need-to-know info. What do we got this week, Mother?
This is from The Complex.
Okay. Actually, kind of a reliable news source, kind of.
Right.
More of a magazine.
Well, it's an online magazine. And I'm gonna go quickly through these because there's a lot of them, but there's 15 of the weirdest things people have had sex with in the movies. I couldn't believe it when I saw these. There's people are having some weird ass sex in the movies. I thought I'd seen some things, but this takes the cake. Number 15 is a donkey. Those
what?
In the movie Clerks.
He fucks a donkey.
Yep. There's the movie Howard the Duck. There's some kinky stuff going on with a duck. American Pie. I will remember this till I die. Do you remember the scene with the
he fucks
Jason
a pie?
Biggs? Yeah, he sticks his dick right in that pie.
Yeah, of course. That? Of course.
The Black Swan fucks a pillow. That's nothing. That's great.
I don't remember that. I never watched Black Swan. That's why.
I remember that. I don't remember that scene though. American Pie again. Someone fucks a flute.
Yeah. Band camp.
You remember that?
Yep.
A robot in Austin Powers was fucked.
I don't remember that.
It's hard to keep such loaded promises when you're curling up with a fine female like Vanessa Kensington, which is Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh, I remember
even
her.
if she does turn out to be a murderous fembot.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay.
How? I can't believe you remember all these. Wound.
Yeah, someone fucked disgusting.
A wound? Yeah.
I don't like that. In what movie?
This is in, it's James Spader in a love scene in Crash.
Yeesh.
Oh, this one is gross. A decapitated head.
Oh,
speaking of gory sex fades.
Why is this mom's news? Why is this news? These movies are from fucking... These are movies from the 80s.
That's just interesting news.
That was a movie called Reanimator.
Right, from 1985. There's another one that's from the Human Centipede. I remember that. Oh, this is the Human Centipede 2.
They fucked sandpaper.
Oh, God. I think. And then, last but not least, a chicken in Pink Flamingos.
Oh.
Howard... The bestial bedfellows roped the bird into what can be dubbed one of the most fucked up 3 ways on record, smashing it to death with their bodies in the act. That's, I don't know. Oh, and one more, which we know about, a corpse.
Ew.
That was seen in Clerks. Yeah.
Ugh.
And that's it for Mom's News.
Thank you, Mom, for that wonderful news.
Well, it was either that or your soon-to-be brother-in-law gave me another one that was tweeted out on Reddit. It said, do you remember Breaking Bad, the movie Breaking Bad with Walter White?
Yeah.
Well, this went pretty viral on Reddit and Twitter. It said, did crime make Walt's cock size larger? When Walt and Skylar make love after he does a crime, she says, is that you? As if his penis feels completely different, does that show a change in Walter's cock? What do you think?
I don't follow at all.
Okay, so Walter.
Mom, I don't want you to explain it to me. It's done. You don't get 2 mom's newses. You got
all
one
right,
mom's
well,
news.
I just wanted to say it probably was the testosterone that was released when he became this cold-hearted killer, and that made his cock seem bigger.
Okay, thank you, Mother. Okay.
And that was Mom's News.
Mom's News.
Mom's News.
Mom's News. Is it that time of the show where you start thinking not of your number one turnoffs, but of your number one turn-ons? The time of the show where your heart starts racing, your juices start flowing, and you start thinking, my God, what is that beautiful musk that I'm smelling? It's Cam's Uppers.
Cam's Uppers is the place to be. Fun living is the life for me.
It's Cam's Uppers, the segment of the show where I share something near and dear to my heart, something that my mother typically finds
boring,
or
making people's cock size larger,
or
riveting.
It's Cam's Uppers. Okay, so this week I've been thinking a lot about, making decisions in life. And I think, okay, here's what I'll say. This applies to all decisions we make, and especially when choosing to pursue someone, okay? There is a very delicate balance between thinking, this moment will pass soon, so take advantage of it.
Are you talking about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
I'm talking about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You see someone walking down the street and you're like, oh my God, I should go up and talk to that beautiful woman. Part of me thinks this moment's going to pass. You better fucking make a move, right? Another part
100%.
Another part of me thinks, this moment's going to pass. It's not really worth the effort right now. It's not really worth pursuing if it's just going to pass. What, am I going to have a brief conversation with the girl? It's going to be awkward.
Is this the scene in the subway?
I'm going to end up leaving Buenos Aires. What am I going to really, develop a relationship with this person? Absolutely not. This is a very delicate balance. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. You'll never know unless you try.
Well, this is, because you can't think of everything as this, if you keep thinking of everything, oh my God, this moment's going to pass, this moment's going to pass, you're going to be doing everything you're just going to keep doing.
Your brain within the first 5 seconds is going to tell you not to do something.
When is it always coming down to the 5-second rule for you?
It's because you said it. You had 5 seconds to make a choice.
No, I didn't say this. I didn't say 5 seconds. You said 5 seconds. I had nothing to do with 5 seconds.
How many seconds?
There's no seconds involved. There's no seconds. You're just in a situation. You think, oh my God, this moment's gonna pass. Do you either go for it and take advantage of it, or you just not and let it pass?
How many seconds do you think it was?
There's no fucking seconds. All right, that's Cam's uppers. You know what? I was gonna start talking about I was gonna start talking about existentialism and nihilism, and then, we're not gonna get there now.
So what happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
Did you let her go?
This is a hypothetical situation. There's not even someone I'm even thinking about.
Oh, I thought this actually happened to you.
No, I've just been thinking about this a lot.
You've been thinking about maybe?
I'm thinking about a lot of, making these decisions. How do you spend your time? And okay, I'm done with Cam's uppers. Somehow you just completely derailed it.
I didn't mean to derail it. I was just trying to dig in deeper to find out where you're going with this.
Dug into it was like I was digging a hole and you fucking dug a fucking horizontal tunnel.
I wasn't sure where the story was going, actually.
I thought destroyed my Cam's uppers this week.
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually thought it was a good story, and I wanted to see where you were going, but I didn't know it was hypothetical.
It was a hypothetical. All right. Thank you very much for listening, you all. I want to especially thank our Sneaky Freak Patreon members, and we have a new Sneaky Freak Patreon member named Tony who joined the family. Thank you very much for supporting the show, Tony. And to all of our Sneaky Freaks. Some of these people have been here for years keeping our lights on. I want to thank you all. You make our day. You make our show, honestly.
Especially those who participate in our question of the week. We love you guys so much. We know that you can listen to any other podcasts out there, and there's a lot of wonderful ones, but we appreciate the fact you listen to us.
And if you're enjoying this, please consider sending us a little gift at patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom. As always, we love when you share this with a friend. Leave a rating and review. And we'll see you next week. Mother, you want to sing them out?
Yeah. And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and having some stinky sex teas.
Oh, boy.
Stinky sex?
I don't know. Bad. All right.
Another bad one.
Love you all.
Love you guys. Hey, check us out on TikTok.
Bye.
Bye.
You were listening to a Pleasure Podcast. For more from our Sex Podcast Collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.